Hello, and welcome back to Queen's Wish. Finished up Bramblespire last time, I guess. Garden of Pulchritude, unless there's something else that I can't think of. I think we're basically done everything that there is to do in the first ring, or whatever you want to call it, of... oh, this is going to block off again, probably. Let's not go through there. Shifting aerial terrain. Right. And then we have to go on to the second half of each province and see what that's all about. Alright, we fought some stuff in there. Still have some mirelings, in fact, speaking of mirelings, precious and valuable dangerous experiments taking place. Please be wary. What happens if I talk to them? You approach several of the mireling farmers. Well, not really farmers. Now that you get close, you can see that the crops are poorly tended and shot through with weeds. The mirelings hold their tools like clubs. They snarl at you. They wave their tools and shout, "Hey, weed, irrigate! Hey, weed, irrigate! Irrigate!" Your cry seems to have disrupted the rhythm. They get really agitated. You back away before they decide to attack you. Okay. The marlings snarl at you. Your presence is making them far more irritated. You decide to back away. Then one of them points at you and shouts, "Irrigate," and they charge. Sure. Mireling touched. Basher. Regulars. Okay. Oh, shoot. Okay, well, in that case, let's distract them. Apply all sorts of fun statuses. Actually, we probably want to be here. Shoot. Oh, we can hit 4. Okay, Basher didn't get an action. That's good. Take out touched before anything weird happens. Okay. Turns out they weren't that dangerous. Mavlov's laboratory. Please leave deliveries by pillars. Was this place not even on my map? I guess. Oh, we're here now. You've reached the manor house of this huge aerial estate. You can see its curved wooden gables poking up over the trees to the north. There's a garden of flowers and vegetables to the northeast. Again, several mirelings have been left to tend to them. And again, the mirelings are wandering around, snarling and waving rakes like clubs. Delicate experiments taking place. Please do not agitate the mirelings. One of the mireling farmers blocks your path. She waves a shovel at you and shouts, "Ditches! Ditches!" All of the mirelings look up at you. Then they bare their fangs and charge you. Okay, mireling farmers. Well... See what these things can do once they get to me, I guess. They can do a little bit of damage. Nice to be fighting things that are not immune to bleed. I mean, I guess we have been for a while now, but... that's fine. These things aren't all that tough. Oh, you're not hostile. Not yet, anyway. Probably will be by the time we get over there. I should probably just shoot you now, but we won't. Ariel Blessed. Several members of the Mavlov clan live in this manner. They all have the distracted air and greenish skin of the experienced elixir drinker. You try to talk to them, but they regard you with disdain. They suggest you speak with Mavlov, and then they walk away. Rude. Ooh, gold goblets. Ariel Blessed, Ariel Blessed. Quicksilver. Eeyore? This manor house is dominated by a huge magical laboratory. A great experiment is taking place here, an experiment that is resulting in, intentionally or not, you constantly being rushed by mad crowds of mirelings. A distinguished aerial elder is standing by a cauldron surrounded by piles of books. When you enter, he waves you forward. Welcome, Havenite. I had hoped you would find your way here. Okay, Watcher Mavlov. This is unique. This fancy mansion has two mirelings working in it as servants. They have an unusual, almost feline aspect. They rub their fur against you, making the occasional purring noise and leap after mice. Yet they also sweep, wash dishes, and carry stuff in from room to room. They aren't good servants. They constantly drop things, they don't understand many commands, and their sweeping mainly consists of shifting dust around on the floor. Still, they aren't trying to murder you, and that's a huge improvement. Interesting. The elderly Ariel smiles and waves you forward. He has a genial and authoritative manner, only broken by the occasional furious shout at a passing Marling. Yes, yes, come close. This is a perfectly safe place, noble envoy of Haven, and put that down, you Marling fool. It is delicate. Sorry. Welcome to the Mavlov estate. I am Barza Mavlov, proud member of the Council of Sliven. Please be at ease. You belong to the Council of Sliven? I was chosen for such an honor. I am one of the Triad, who rules our noble city. When great decisions must be made, I can also journey to High El Hovo to help make them. How were you chosen for the council? The blessed of Sliven come together for an evening of feasting, ceremonial elixir drinking, and argument. On the fifth calling, there was a consensus that I was to be elevated. It was a glorious... What are you doing, you creature? You're tracking mud everywhere. What have you done in High El Hovo? Oh, I've never actually been. I'm very, very busy. The other counselors do just fine without me. How are things going in Sliven? I understand things are most tranquil. No need for me. I am sure if there are difficulties, I will be summoned. How long has it been since you checked in? I have not been there in some months, actually. There really isn't much need for me. I know the Trench Town has its occasional complaints, but that is the way of things. Such matters are best left to resolve themselves. I'd like to learn about the Ariel. Of course you do. The known world envies us. The beauty of our lands, the sophistication of our culture. Noted. Just journey, visit our cities, walk our roads, take in our loveliness. There's no better way to take in the essence of the Ariel. Okay, what sort of work are you doing here? He grins. I am so glad you asked. I am engaged in a great work. I am trying to bring intelligence to the Mirelings. Then, instead of being dangers we must hunt and kill, they will live happy, productive lives. Tell me about Mirelings. They are... One of them walks through the room, purring and carrying an overfull bowl of soup. Mavlov closes his eyes to maintain his composure. They are magical creations, hungry, dangerous, and cunning. Like beasts, but with a form close enough to humanity to be unsettling. Interestingly, some of your Mirelings tried to kill me. I apologize sincerely. That is a result of the difficulties I've had with my experiments. I am most relieved that you survived. How are Mirelings created? Nobody knows. A magical experiment gone wrong, no doubt. Perhaps an effort to give wolves or boars human intelligence? I suspect that the Ariel created them. It seems like the sort of thing we would do. Where can Mirelings be found? Everywhere in Sacramentum. They are tireless, stealthy, and nearly immune to pain. They get everywhere. Are they intelligent? No, they mimic the speech and mannerisms of humans as certain birds do. This is to throw their human prey off balance, to give them a chance to strike. This is why I've chosen my great work. Your great work? I'm trying to change the Mirelings. I will finish the job their unknown creator started. I will give them human intelligence. Then we can speak with them and bring them into our community of peaceful, worthy beings. How exactly are you changing the Mirelings? A mixture of techniques. Magical alteration, patient instruction, a carefully crafted system of incentives and punishments. I have been working on this for years, though there are setbacks. Why are you doing this? Imagine if I succeeded. There would be a new, happy race in the known world, an ally and friend to humans. Imagine them in our trench towns, working and thriving, instead of hunting humans and being hunted in turn. How's the experiment going? He grimaces. Badly, I am afraid. I have made some progress. I had made some progress. The Mirelings were working at simple jobs, then, almost overnight, they changed. They grew resentful, angry, violent. All of them not under my roof began to attack without warning. I need to calm them, but I need help first. Perhaps help from an intrepid traveler such as yourself. You think they can be calmed? I do. I must try. First, however, I must winnow out those who are irretrievably deranged. You want me to help? Your offering? I'm so pleased. Yes, I will pay you well if you could help me repair my experiment. If you did, you would also be helping to build a better future for humans and Mirelings alike. What do you want me to do? It is simple. Enter the woods to the east. Approach the groups of peaceful Mirelings. See if they attack you. If they do, defend yourself. Otherwise, they have passed the test and you'll still be a part of my experiments. Oh, of course, if you can find any reason that my Mirelings have been unsettled, remove that too. Now excuse me. I'll make sure the door to my experimental groves is open. He walks off to the north. Okay. Does he actually, though? No. Marling did it. When you touch the handle of this door, you receive a vigorous electric shock. It is held shut by an enchantment. There's 2 Marling workers, but I didn't... I guess the other... Okay, there's the other one. Orange Cat. Okay. They have the same description. That's why. Alright, I am in the back, and now I have to do things. To the east, a bridge crosses into the woods. The ground is torn up. Grunts and howls echo out of the thick woods. You really have your doubts about how Mavlov's experiment is going. You pass rows of chairs, and cages, and stocks. Watcher Mavlov is using a really wide variety of techniques to subdue Mirelings, not all peaceful. You look like you're holding a sword. This is another farm where Mirelings are being taught to hoe rows and weed cabbage fields. This group is entirely unenthusiastic about it. They aren't even carrying tools. Mavlov hasn't been able to fully educate them, or maybe they're upset by seeing you fight Mirelings across the river. At any rate, they work out their frustrations by immediately attacking you. These ones have a lot more health. Trying not to use too much stamina or energy here. But I guess we could do a few. Since we are going to get energy for completing the fight as well. They're hardly doing any damage to me. Beating finished him off, that's what I thought. Would have been... Oh, slow procced. Nice. It would have been more efficient to switch to bows, probably, with my warriors, so I would have gotten an extra round of attacks, but it's fine. In case I get 2 energy out of this, I'm just gonna... Yeah, there we go. Do my heal now. Woodsman. The Marlings here have been put to work chopping down trees and sawing them into planks. They're good at bringing trees down. The boards aren't quite aerial quality, but they are fine. However, when they see you, they cease their work. Maybe your presence panics them. Alternatively, maybe they think you're an unusual form of tree, needing to be converted into planks. Also, I see hostile wolf up there. Okay. You seem greener. I wonder if that's significant. Oh. I'm going to actually use some abilities here. Oh, heal. Annoying. Okay, this is not actually a good angle, so I guess we'll just shoot. Okay, it sets me up for a nice AoE. Should be using energy on my warriors as well, because... Oh. Ow. Click closer. Ah! Now I don't get the angle. Okay, this is the angle I wanted. Well, bleed out. Killing this woodsman got me a treasure chest anyway. We've got a wolf up here. Might as well stay in combat mode because we have our blessing for a few more turns this way, I think. Okay. Oh. Clicked too fast. It's over there, more wolves. But not... Oh, I see. Wild wolf might be stronger. Oh, doesn't matter anymore. And yet, despite all that, I didn't actually take any damage, really. Yeah, we're kind of running out of moves. That was way overkill. I figured we'd be getting a bunch of energy back. Okay, money, money. Bronze neck piece is just a necklace. It's empty, but it has an empty slot on it, so I can stick an augment in there. And some wood, makes sense. They were really doing decent enough work then. Okay. Hmm. Well, these don't seem too bad. More wolves, okay. Care of itself. Yeah. Oh, still not bleeding, okay. Back we go. Money, money, and more wood. Excellent. Oh, I could have just gone through that way. I mean, that looks kind of suspicious, but let's explore up here first. Masons. Another chest. That's about what I was expecting. Ah, no. There's no reason to do that. Summon my golem, but decided against it. These are a lot more dangerous than wolves, though. Hmm. to avoid using energy on my main character because I'm going to want to do the heal with him probably at the end of the fight. I should be taking out these ones first. I'm playing this wrong. Yeah, because the spellcasters go down faster. And even my melee characters have bows, so there's not really any reason not to do it that way. I was going to heal at the end of this fight. Kind of questioning whether I even need to now. Oh. 2 energy back, that's fine. Stone, Scroll of Mercy. Okay. Oh, looks like we're pretty much done. Oh, hello. The woods here are slowly being overrun by the thorny enchanted aerial thickets. The land here is dead. Lots of trash and bones have been dumped back here. On the other side of the stream, you see an enormous mire boar. You're surprised to see it back here. It must have snuck into the woods. When it sees you, it picks up a large brick and tosses it lightly in its hand, testing its weight. Maddened mire boar, huh? Okay, well... I mean, I have very little reason to actually get into melee with you. I guess it'll depend on what your actions are going to be like. Presumably you're going to be a ranged person as well. Okay. I mean, if that's the way we're doing this. What? Oh. Really? And what's the point? Wow. You can only teleport a target to a space that has a clear path to. This spell seems to be useless then. Why would I ever use that? Like, if I could just run there anyway. Alright, well, this is how we're doing it then. You're already slowed and weakened, so I don't think any of my spells are really worth the cast. Is something gonna happen in the middle of this fight, or is this just this easy? I mean, this wasn't much of a dungeon, it was just a process to walk through, really. The Mireboar lets out an enraged roar. There we go. Several Mirelings slip out of the earth liquid to the north. The Mireboars seem like mindless creatures, and yet they seem to be able to command the smaller Mirelings effortlessly. Okay. Well, I mean, it doesn't really change the fact that we're just going to be using ranged weapons. Let's move these guys into a position where... did these guys not even see me? What's going on here? They were expecting me to run around with melee units, weren't they? You deal a death blow to the enormous Mireboar. It roars in agony and collapses. The ground shakes when this wall of muscle lands. Watcher Mavlov didn't seem to know that this thing was back here. He would probably want to know. Okay, now they get a turn. Yeah. Whatever. Mage is still at full mana. Full energy. Call it the thing that it is. It's energy in this game. It's like every RPG needs to have a different term for its resource system, I guess. Hey, that was actually a good hit. Can't reach. Okay, in that case, just finish you off. I wonder if, there's going to be another ambush or something at this point, but this feels like it's the end of the encounter. If there was another one, I'd be very surprised at this point. Okay. Nothing in this area. Alright. Well, that's a full clear. Interesting dungeon concept, I guess. Definitely more of a story dungeon than an actual challenge to get through. I found and slew a Mireboar. Mavlov is unhappy to hear how crazed all of his Mirelings had become, and also that I killed all of them, I guess. But he is thrilled to hear about the Mireboar. Of course, there's nothing wrong with my plan at all. It is only the rank presence of the Mireboar that made my Mirelings rebel. Well, that's going to be a problem if you're trying to deal with Mirelings in the future, and you have a bunch of peaceful Mirelings in a city, and then suddenly a Mireboar shows up. It's like, thank you so much. Now my work can resume. There's no chance of failure. I'm sure of it. Please look at my quarters upstairs and help yourself to anything you find. Are we ever going to make the Mireboars intelligent? Of course not. That is impossible. Don't be silly. As we're progressing. Demoralizing. Much was lost in the disaster. I will need to find new mirelings, train them, put them to work. I have years of effort ahead of me. At least the elixir keeps me strong. Alright, well. I mean, that was kind of neat. What have you got? An aerial pull shard. Okay. I guess it's a bigger damage range than my current weapon. But this doesn't seem to be all that valuable, honestly. Two-handed weapon, for one thing. And its damage isn't really noticeably better, and it can't augment. It is magical, so it would ignore... sorry, it would be affected by magical defense instead of physical defense, I think. Again, the stats in this game are not the most obvious what they do. Stun resist and 2 augments. This, on the other hand, looks amazing. Okay, it's the counterpart to that. We'll take that. We'll probably give it to our main character. Are you guys hostile yet? Yes. Alright, we'll kill his last mirelings and then leave him to his work, I suppose. Can we do something cool like that here too? No, not quite as cool. Finally. I guess I could always do that. And didn't even use any of my potions. Alright, that's it for the mirelings. Is this my smithy over here? Yes. Sell something. Full shard. Small augments and runes. This is augments. Oh, weapons and helmets, yeah. Those are charms. That is all. Okay. Can I... Oh, that's what they mean by edit character. No, I don't need to change their appearance. I want to check their inventories, but I guess I can't do that without actually doing something like this. Augment, +1 armor, okay. Move that over. Augment, 1 armor. Bleed and poison resist. That's it, okay. I guess it's not too annoying. Hmm. Okay, where's my alchemist? Man, these patrolling guards in every village are kind of annoying. This is not it. They just always get in the way. Here we go. I want to make augments. What augments do we have? Haste, the best augment. Steel is 2 armor, can't do that. Probably we just go with the other haste, honestly. It's boring, but more actions is going to be more effective than anything else. I want to install augments. Everything's here now. Yeah, +2 armor would be nice, but I think this is a lot better. I want to sell something. I don't need to be holding on to these then, because I'm at a point where I'm never going to use them. Here we go. Stability torque. And battle torque is just +2 armor, which I don't think I really want on anybody. No, at this point I think that's obsolete. I could buy guard towers here, which would cost me iron upkeep, which I don't have enough iron for. This would give me defense, though, and also reduce the chance of theft. No, we'll wait. Do guard towers get listed anywhere? I'm sure I had guard towers in one area. 9633, 341, 614, 9113. No, I can just teleport. Can't get through there. Okay, that's just a random spot. Wait. No, I can't even get in there at all. Okay, the terrain's gonna change, isn't it? You're suddenly brought up short by a wall of trees. They weren't there a moment before. Now they're a thick wall that utterly blocks your path. You ponder the difficulties of getting an army through this forest. You picture your soldiers getting split up, lost, and consumed by these woods. Without aerial allies, your forces will have no chance of making them your vassals again. Okay, now we can get in. Yeah, and there's crates over there. Let's just clean out all the zombies, or shades, I guess, in this case. Shades might be a little bit nasty. So let's take this seriously. Stun resist. Okay, there we go. Yep, bleeding immune. Of course they are. It's a nice hit. There's a part of me that's resisting just giving this. My Nithin has Whirlwind and Fennec has Stun. And it's like I kind of want them both to have both of those, but at the same time, not giving them both the same abilities makes them somewhat distinct as characters, which is nice. Okay, that was kind of pointless, but I did it. And we get some Mirelings. I guess we could do Tab instead, that would be faster. Except for the one that's out of range. So we have one warrior, and then the rest are all just kind of whatever. Hey, my mage got a turn. I don't really like just how random the turn processing seems to be. Okay. Now I can get in here. I see what's going on. Are these all wild wolves? Nope. Some regular ones in here too. Gonna go all out with the start here. Ooh. It's two of them at least. Might have been a little bit overkill. You've discovered Pickett's Break, huh? The cache of supplies was lost and forgotten out here a long time ago. Much of it has been picked apart by wild animals. A pile of stone and a flask of quicksilver were left alone. You make a note to send soldiers out to collect them. And Pickett's Break is this thing, I'm assuming. It says I discovered it. So I could actually just teleport to it, which is kind of funny, considering I don't have a path to it yet. Well, I kind of do, actually. Haven report. Losses from theft. Oh, they both stole from me? Hmm. I'm doing okay. Tickets break to the east. Okay, and this is the way... that's the way to get through there. So if we want to get onto the other part of the aerial, the harder part, presumably. You leave the village and enter deep woods. It is a beautiful forest, the most lovely you have ever seen. Flowers coat the ground. The trees are a vibrant green. The scent of all the flora makes you dizzy. You don't allow yourself to be complacent. You don't miss the occasional pile of bones in the undergrowth. The dizziness you feel isn't entirely natural. There is magic in this place, and it is dangerous. Okay. Well, don't have time for another dungeon, but we... Ooh, great serpents. Was not expecting that. But we do have time to clear a few overworld encounters, I think. So let's just do some cleanup real quick. Ooh, that's a big hit. Probably should have done my shield break ability. It's going down pretty quick, though. I have a lot to say about a lot of these fights. Feels like a lot of the fights in this particular episode have just been me clicking over and over. Not a whole lot of strategic decisions to be made. I was gonna say I should have moved closer, but then these were both at full health, so it didn't matter. Another one. Oh no, this is a Naga. Okay, this is a different fight. It's fine. Weakness, slowed, and confused. Those are all good things. Take down the Naga first if we can. Good, got a stun off, that'll keep them off my back. I'm not seeing the pop-ups. Is it because it's too far away? I don't get to see the status effect pop-ups? It's fine. It killed the summon, so it might take up an action trying to summon again. Which is probably better than it attacking me. Speaking of which. Oh no, trying to poison the golem is cool too. Poisoning my actual people, not so cool though. Did not appreciate that. Oh. I thought you had your bow active. That was a mistake. That's actually fine, because now you can hold these serpents at bay. Okay, Naga's down. Yeah, so this fight had a little bit more going on. Still pretty simple, though. I guess just the problem with overworld fights in this game is that they have to, in order to be any kind of challenge at all, they have to be built around the idea that you're going to have a completely full resource party. But if every single fight was like that, well, then I guess what you'd want to do is just have far fewer fights. Right, I can't swap positions with the golem. It is a wall. Okay. Is there any point to that? Or was I just killing them for fun? Garden of Pulchritude. Now entering. Okay, well, that gives us something to do next time. Lizards, oh, I can get up there, okay. So yeah, a few more little things to clear out, and then we're done. So next time, probably finishing with this section of the aerial, and I think I'm actually just going to continue with the aerial. So I'm going to go through here. No, I should really do the Ucat, because iron has been a problem for a while, but you know, we're here. Fort Mist is right there. We'll just push through, I think. That'll be the plan. Get our energy back. So that's what we'll do next time. I will see you then.